presence in India, Swami Prabhupada in 1971 registered ISKCON in Mumbai as a charitable organization. Hare Krishna. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarini. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So today we will be discussing is ISKCON Indian or American? So as you all know, ISKCON stands for International Society for Krishna Consciousness. So the name itself suggests it's an international society. So in our description below also you can see a link, and I have described about what is the parampara of ISKCON. Because ISKCON philosophically and traditionally follows a sampradaya from India, Madhva Sampradaya. So you will refer this link with respect to what is our philosophy and tradition philosophy. Now as regards to ISKCON, if you see in the history, ISKCON formally was started in 1966 by our founder Acharya, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. So Swami Prabhupada was an Indian born in India 1896 in Kolkata, and he was instructed by his spiritual master to spread these teachings of Gita all over the world. Taking this to his life and soul, he went on an American voyage, and in 1965 he started to preach about this philosophy in New York, and gathering few followers, ISKCON as a formal legal trust was formed in America in 1966. So this is sometimes misunderstood by people thinking that ISKCON is American, but if you see, actually ISKCON was started by an Indian Swami. So starting there and spreading the movement and teachings of Bhagavad Gita, ISKCON reached to many countries, America, Canada, Brazil, UK, London, France, and of course definitely India, then Japan, Australia, African countries like Kenya, South Africa, and so many different places, Russia. So in his presence, that is presence of our Swamiji, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, ISKCON was present in more than 25 to 30 countries, and we had 108 vibrant centers of preaching this message of Bhagavad Gita. Seeing that this movement is expanding a big, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada formed a managing committee, an ultimate governing committee called GBC, and this was formed in 1972 with nominated 12 members. And during his presence, that is till 1977, the GBC had 21 members. So this GBC is a governing body commission for the entire ISKCON, and they have representatives from various countries like America, Europe, Russia, Australia, of course India. So now currently carrying the legacy of A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, ISKCON is still being managed under this GBC, and we have now around 35 members representing the whole committee of ISKCON. And we have members from all various countries, and I would say that at least 8 to 10 members of this committee are Indian. So as the name suggests, it's an international. As an organization, we are spread across the globe, and we have now more than 1000 plus centers where we teach this Bhagavad Gita. So, and each center is generally individually managed with locally generated funds and the manpower from the people visiting the temple. So this is how ISKCON is managed, And even in countries like India, we have still subcommittees like bureau, like divisional council in 4 sections of India, that is Western, Northern, Eastern and Southern. So in this way, it's a natural governance which we have in ISKCON, and ISKCON is an international society. We welcome anyone from any caste, any creed, any religion, any country to come and learn Bhagavad Gita. So in 1970s, when Swamiji was spreading this ISKCON in India especially, our prominent presence is in Vrindavan and Mayapur. And you all know Vrindavan is a place of Krishna's pastimes. And Mayapur is a place where Lord Chaitanya was advented. So in the birthplace of Lord Chaitanya, we have a spiritual headquarters of ISKCON, and we are building a very huge temple of Vedic planetarium describing the glories of Vedic planetary system and also the glories of Lord Krishna. So in this way, ISKCON kept on growing. When ISKCON had a good presence in India, Swami Prabhupada in 1971 registered ISKCON in Mumbai as a charitable organization. And we also have ATG certifications and taxation rules as per the extent of Indian government and state rules. And all the donations which come to ISKCON are registered under this, and we have a proper audit and legal team to maintain the records officially. So thank you all very much. I hope this will give us a clear understanding about what ISKCON is. Hare Krishna.